every crisis brings a lot of opportunities. And it's not a matter of personal belief, whether you believe into it or not. If you study history and different type of crisis, always something better has come out. And I see a lot of opportunity for professionals like you. And that is the purpose of this training and this discussion here, that let's try to find out. It's very gloomy, very dark, very challenging, very critical for a lot of people. But let's prepare ourselves to find the opportunities and positive in this whole crisis. So reset your buttons, reimagine your career, and redefine your life. So it's a complete reset. Whatever you have done, whatever title you had, whatever jobs you had, just reset yourself and then see what comes your way. And there is a lot of opportunities. We talked about this very simple model last time in my webinar sessions, that all of us basically are knowledge workers, right? We are all knowledge workers, corporate professionals. And based on our knowledge and expertise, we run our careers. So once you are qualified with some degrees or certifications, you look for some career opportunity. That's why it's a simple model. It works for a very long period of time. But then why some people are very successful in corporate careers and some are not? They may be equally qualified, or even some may be more qualified with more degrees and certifications. They are still not successful, and some other people are successful. So your knowledge is not enough. Your knowledge is basically a commodity unless you use that knowledge and execute that knowledge. So what two other factors, very important part of your career strategy, is your soft skills. Because in college and university and in school, your success was determined based on your knowledge. In practical life, in our career, our success is determined by results. And to create results, you have to work with people. And to work with people, you need to be skilled in soft skills. And also at the same time, you also have a reputation. People wouldn't talk to you if you don't trust you, or wouldn't cooperate with you if they don't trust you. So in this very simple career strategy model, your knowledge is your core expertise. Yes, you could be a treasury expert or merger and acquisition or IFRS. That's your core knowledge. That's your core expertise. But that's not enough. You need to execute that knowledge, your ability to execute. And that is where it makes the difference in a successful career and not a successful career. And also, what is your reputation? How the world sees you. So if you believe that you are very talented, very knowledgeable, that not matters. What really matters, how the world sees you. What is your reputation? What is your external image and external brand? So these two things combined becomes your proper career strategy. And many people lack into it. Now, many people survive without these two things, like soft skills and personal brand so far, but it's going to be very tough and very competitive. As I said, that not everybody would get what they want. So in order to get what you want, you need to be competitive. You need to have some competitive edge. That's what we are talking about. So what is your ability to execute? Specifically, we are talking about emotional intelligence, communication skills, teamwork and collaboration, innovation and creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, service orientation, negotiation, adaptability, and many more soft skills. Now, unfortunately, dilemma is that we spend 18-20 years getting formal education and preparing ourselves for the practical life, for practical careers. Nobody teaches us these skills. We all develop and pile up and accumulate a lot of knowledge, but how to use that knowledge, we don't get any training, except that some people are lucky enough to naturally talented into it and they make a lot of good progress. Some people try to develop these skills on their own, but there is no formal structure to learn these skills or to prepare ourselves for the future. So to develop the right mindset, what should be your career going forward? It's more like a mindset. So keep a big perspective. Now, I know that it's very difficult for many of us to really economically survive during this time, but Don't get overwhelmed by those situations. Try to keep a perspective of the big picture or a life vision, that this is all about your life, not a temporary phase of shorter period of time. So one thing is clear, that learning is a lifelong process. It's never done. It's never done. In fact, certifications and degrees are losing its value compared to what it used to be. And skills, the practical learning, is being more regarded by the businesses more and more. So the test of your capability is really your intrinsic value, not what title you have, not what role and responsibility you have. If you remove all of your entitlements, all of your titles, all of your degrees, all of your certificate, and if you just standing on the street, what is your intrinsic value? What value you could create? That's a real criteria. So doctors and healthcare professionals have a lot of intrinsic value. A doctor, simply by his knowledge and his skills, can create a lot of value. Can you create value if all of your titles and entitlements and the other things attached to you are removed? What is your intrinsic value? Are you a gold coin or a currency note? And your personal brand is a competitive edge. Believe me, still I am surprised. Not many people really appreciate the value of a personal brand. The thing is just the marketing fluff. There is no reality. Well, is the personal brand which is going to make a difference for you in your future career. So granted that all people or most people are talented, what really makes a difference is your reputation, is your image, how the world sees you. When you go through a job interview process, nothing changes. It's the perception of the prospective employer which changes about you. That is what you work on during interview and hiring process. And if you have a good reputation, you keep getting offers. And also from an economic point of view, a very harsh reality is that in today's time, nothing is secure, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is permanent. Job tenures are reducing. Even if you have a very good job and it is stable and there seems to be no problem or no upset expected to happen, try to develop multiple source of income. That's the wise approach going forward. And also become a problem solver. I see people all the time saying that I'm looking for opportunity, I'm not finding opportunity. Well, look for problems. There are a lot of problems around. And if you look at problem and try to solve some problems, that would convert it into opportunities for you. That's a mindset we need. So what should be your personal brand in the market? If it is really that important, what it should be, how should it look like? Let's try to understand that part. So you should be considered a highly skilled and experienced expert in whatever field, whatever domain you have. You should be considered highly skilled and experienced expert. Number one, high level of expertise in business strategy and leadership. Now, business strategy and leadership are universal skills or universal knowledge. No matter whether you are in finance or operations or marketing or logistics or quality or supply chain, you are expected to have deep business knowledge, good strategy knowledge, and leadership skills. These are universal. Of course, excellent communication and people related skills. You need to work with people. And these people not all the time are your friends only, like in the college and universities you had. Some may, most may not, but you need to work with them. And a strong, well-known, well-respected personal brand. Some people relate personal brand with their job search strategy, that okay, now I need to find a job, I need to work on my personal brand. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Personal branding is a long-term strategy. You need to dig the well before you are thirsty. And service orientation, a deep desire, deep willingness, deep motivation to help people.